Imran, I understand you're joining us on the phone. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I've got you.
Imran, as we've just broke the news that Hamas has submitted its response to the U.S. outlined ceasefire proposal, what are you hearing from your side?
Well, what Hamas sources have told Aljazeera is they are ready and have submitted a response to the proposed ceasefire deal to the Qatari and Egyptian mediators. This is a joint statement that they have released. So it's now very clear that they are willing to negotiate. Earlier in the day, we heard from a Hamas official after the resolution news had broken in the Security Council that Hamas were willing to send negotiators. This is now a step forward to that. They've responded to the Egyptians and the Qataris. Hamas are now ready to do something that will get to a ceasefire. The ball is now in Israel's court. Remember the original ceasefire deal that Biden put forward? He always said, this is the Israeli ceasefire deal. Israel was quite surprised by that. And what Israel said was, we are willing to perhaps commit to the first phase of this, which is an original 6-week ceasefire deal, and then the release of captives. But what Antony Blinken has done for the last 4 days is talk about the idea that this is on Hamas. Hamas need to respond. Hamas need to do something. This is on Hamas. Well, this is now Hamas's response. Hamas have quite clearly said they are willing to negotiate. And this, let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Remember, on Wednesday, Antony Blinken is in Doha. There is a press conference happening at 5 p.m. local time with the Emir of Qatar. He's going to have to take in this Hamas response and talk about that at the ceasefire, at the press conference. So right now, it's very breaking news. There's only a few details that we have, but the clear message is from both Palestinian Islamic Jihad and Hamas that they are willing to talk.
They're willing to talk, Imran, but a salient detail here, according to sources, is they have made some amendments. And the amendments include a withdrawal from the entire Gaza Strip, including Rafah crossing and the Philadelphia corridor. Are these non-starters, though, for the Israelis?
Well, Hamas have actually always called for a permanent ceasefire. That was always what they were working towards. All of these are now just negotiating details. Whether they're negotiating right now in public, which is what's happening, or whether they're negotiating in private, Hamas's position has always been very clear: a permanent ceasefire. That's something Israel does not want to do. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has always been very, very clear. We need to destroy Hamas both politically and militarily. Most of his actual generals, most of the Israeli security establishment thinks that that goal may not be able to happen in the way the Prime Minister wants. So although they've been clear on the details, Hamas haven't changed their position. It's always been about a permanent ceasefire for Hamas.